So I'm going to have some interesting image samples for you guys from the Fuji X100V. This is a really great portrait camera, and the flash works really well for just lighting up the face a little bit. You can also use it at really high shutter speeds because it's got a leaf shutter. But I don't really enjoy this camera as much as I thought I would. I wish the grip was a little bit bigger and longer, kind of like the Ricoh GR3X. And I'm going to be doing a video comparing the two, like just the size of the two cameras together. They're together because I do have both of them. I like that it's weather sealed. I've got an extra grip and thumb grip added on here right now, but it's still not really comfortable for my hand. I don't have a really large hand, but it's not quite big enough. I need to get something a little more substantial to be able to grip this camera. So I don't enjoy the optical viewfinder as much as I thought it. I don't enjoy the optical viewfinder as much as I thought I would. I thought I would really enjoy that, like not having to look at a screen, being able to look at something real. But for me, I'm kind of disappointed in it because when I do use it, the scene looks really great through the optical viewfinder because it looks like it normally would in real life. But when I take the photo, I'm always disappointed in the photo because the photo never looks quite right. It never looks as good as the camera does in real life. I am actually left eye dominant, so a lot of times I'll be holding this camera like that instead of over here like this. So I kind of wish they made left-handed cameras. I'm not left-handed, but that would be really good for me, like a left-handed rangefinder type camera. I know this is not necessarily a rangefinder, but it's a rangefinder style. What I was really impressed with this camera was the lens. The lens is extremely sharp. It's much better than the X100F. And if you want one lens, one camera solution for video and photo, this is what you get, hands down. Like, the autofocus is good. I'll have a video actually testing out the autofocus and showing you guys. I'm going to film it right after I film this. But as far as just like an everyday carry camera for just photos, I would go with the Ricoh GR3X. For just video, I would go with the ZV-1. For both, if you want something really compact, go with the ZV-1. I know this has a cool factor, but I'm really not interested in a cool factor. I'm interested in something that's practical for me, and this is a little bit too big, even without the extra grip, to actually carry in my pocket. Not really that it's big, but it's heavy. I mean, it would be uncomfortable to carry every day. Being able to change the settings, all the ergonomics besides the grip are amazing. I never had a problem with it getting too hot. I know a lot of people have had that problem. I don't have any problems with any of, like, using the camera. I don't have any problems. It's just the way it feels in my pocket and the way it feels in my hand that I don't quite feel right about. What's up, guys? Today I'm out shooting with the Fuji X100V, and it's raining, so it's good that it's weather sealed. I've got that lens filter on the end of the camera, so it is weather sealed. But yeah, it's starting to rain pretty hard. I am covered on this walkway, but I'm testing out the macro capabilities and also it's just like the street photography capabilities of this camera. So I'll be showing some sample images on the screen. I do have a lot of experience with the Ricoh GR3, the GR3X, and the Ricoh GR2, and those do have a more comfortable grip than this camera does. This grip is pretty small. I do have an extension grip for it. I didn't bring it because I wanted it to be pocketable today, because I was going to be traveling around a little bit with it. But you could add that to make it more comfortable for long periods of use. I like that it has that manual focus switch on the side, because when it's raining and you're shooting through the windows, you have to put it in manual focus or you're not going to get anything. It's just going to focus on the wet raindrops on the windows. So that's really useful, being able to switch that really quickly when you're in the car and you see something you need to take a shot of. I like the flip screen. I wish it flipped out like the XT2 and XT3, so you could do vertical shots at a low angle. But yeah, I mean, a little bit better, bigger grip, better battery would be nice. I haven't noticed it getting hot or anything like that. I know a lot of people mention that. I like the optical viewfinder, but honestly, I've found myself mostly using the screen. Kind of like the Ricos. Just with street photography and stuff like that, I don't feel like the need to put my eye up to the camera as much. Maybe if it had like an eye cup, like the X-T4, I might feel more comfortable doing that. Or even my XS10 has an eye cup that I added. If I had something like that, maybe. But just pushing it up to my eye like that, I just don't feel as comfortable doing that in a quick scenario when I have to go quickly. The lens is really sharp. I've been surprised at how sharp the lens is. Even with this filter on it, just even walking with this shot, just walking by this guy, oh my gosh, something just went up my shirt. I might have to actually take it off. Oh. Something just like climbed in my shirt. Oh my gosh. So it's not waterproof, and it's raining pretty hard now, so I put it up. I trust my phone's waterproofing a little bit more, so you know, you always have something with you that is pretty waterproof if you've got an iPhone 13 or so. So yeah, you know, what is the use of a pocket camera these days when you've got something like this that's so good for video? And the audio is really good on the iPhone too. It's just such a rugged piece of kit to have an iPhone, because you know, the weatherproofing and the stabilization. I'm using the front-facing camera right now, so it's probably not that stable. What's up, guys? I'm testing out the autofocus on the Fuji X100V. I've got a few videos I'm working on this camera. I'm going to be comparing this camera to the Ricoh GR3X. I have both cameras. Just for video, street photography, portraits, everything. This is a great portrait camera. I've gotten some good portraits with it so far. There are things I like and things I don't like about this camera, but I really hope that the video autofocus is actually tracking me right now. I couldn't tell you. I can't see the screen because I don't have that little flippy mirror thing that I have. It's not with me, so I can't see the screen at all. I don't know what's going on. We're in pretty low light. I turned the ND filter off because I did have the ND filter on the camera. We're using the audio from the camera because I don't have the adapter to use a microphone on this camera, because I didn't intend to use this camera for video. But I do want to do some tests, because this is a channel where I do a lot of reviews. I do other things as well, but I do a lot of reviews on different products and different cameras, and I try everything. I try every different camera. I have a problem with buying too many cameras, but I hope the autofocus is working. I don't hear anything. I was actually really impressed with the video from the X100V. I'm kind of backlit now. I've got the sunset here behind me. But yeah, I was impressed with the overall look of the footage. I'm really impressed with this lens and how sharp it is. I'd kind of like to walk around with this camera and just see how it does for like a vlogging lens. Maybe I'll edit this in with the other footage from earlier, but we're gonna actually hold the tripod and walk. There's no stabilization in the camera or lens, and there's no digital stabilization in this camera. So how does it look holding it on a tripod, walking? I'm not being super careful. I hope the autofocus is actually tracking me. I know it's loud. There's just like ominous bug noise over here. But how does that look? I don't know. I was impressed with this lens and camera with the first clip when I just looked at it on the backs of the screen. This is physically a really lovely camera. I was planning on getting the silver version, but I couldn't find one that wasn't above retail, so I ended up getting the black. The black is a little more understated, easier to hide in street photography scenario. But it is a really lovely camera with great physical dials,
and physical controls that give you a more analog experience.
I heard it. If I get really close, I can hear it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Scroll through my channel, check out my other videos on this camera and other cameras. Thanks for watching. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, I've got a lot more videos on this camera and other cameras. I try out everything, so scroll through my channel, check out my other videos, hit that subscribe button because I got a lot more videos to come. Thanks for watching. If you guys are interested in alternative ways to make income, if you're keeping your options open in that department, let me know in the comment section below. I've got an e-commerce business looking to expand. If you guys are interested in nutritional health foods, check out that link in the description and go over to that page. It could help the channel out if you become a customer of mine on there.